So today we'll be learning how to repost a job onto
time
Indeed.
clock revisions.
So assuming that
So
the
this is
last
where the
task
tutorial
for the
located,
Indeed account has already been shared to
time clock
you.
revisions.
Go into
So usually,
Indeed.com.
assuming that you're already clocked in or logged into
you need
Podio,
to make sure that
what
you're
you're gonna
logged
do
into
is go
hrseostreet.com,
revision
and this is what your
request,
homepage
which is
should look like
located
if
in
you
the
are
resources
logged
workspace.
in.
It's
Click the employers
post
time
job
revision
tab.
request, and
So
then
you click
after
that.
that, go into the jobs.
And then
tab,
you would locate it, which
and
is
then
obviously here.
locate which job that you would like to
you will
repost.
see that the majority of them
so
are
if you
clicked
do
yes.
not
However,
see
in
the
order to
posts that
filter out the
you
ones that you have
are
not
looking for
completed,
in
you would
this
go into the
area,
ones that say no. So you
another
will click
way
the no
to
filter,
look or to make sure that all of the ones
click
that
the person
have
that
been
did
available
not,
are is to click
that
right
needs the
here,
time
which will
revision
show closed.
fixed. You will see that Chris did.
This will
take
show
a break
all
on
the
the
different
road, so the
positions that we
reason
had
why he
open
needed to do a
prior.
time revision request was because he
So
was not
let's
currently
try
in the office
the
to
graphics
create
intern since
a
that
time
one's already
force
closed.
clock in.
Keep in mind that you will not be
So
able
you
to
will look at it, you will
repost
see
a duplicate. If
that
you repost
he
a duplicate,
did a
you will
break
send
on
an
the
error
road.
message
His
from Indeed.
date is the 4th.
So
let's
here
go
is the
into
graphics intern. So you will see that
It would make
this
it would
is
make
the job
it would be more
description.
clear
As
once
beautiful
you
as it
go
is,
into the time
we would
card
like
of time
to
course.
repost
So
the
this is
job.
mine.
So in a new tab,
you will go down to the
it,
drop down menu and you will
and then
find
open it up in a new
his
tab.
name. So this is Chris Villalobos.
Hopefully it loads.
Obviously, you can see that he did not take a break because
If not,
basically what
every
you would
time
do is you would just
that an
copy
employee
and
clocks
paste
in
all
and
of this
works a full day
information
shift
or even
from the graphics
shift.
intern
Usually, what would happen
description into the post
is that
job
they
area.
are
So
scheduled
it says
or their
job
time
title.
clock. Let's name it.
It should look similar to
graphics
this. So it should be blue, green,
design.
green, orange, orange, green, green, and then blue. So as you can tell, Kristen or
Graphics
Chris
there.
forgot or did not
Design.
do a time
Intern.
clock in.
And
So
then
you
the
have
company
go
will
to
enter
one stop
punch.
deal / LLC,
He
or you
said
can
that it
put it
was
at Steel Street.
10,
However, we're just gonna
30
leave it at One Stop Deal. And
AM.
obviously, we're located in
And the
Hawaii.
reason being was because
Press
he was on a break.
continue. So
This
you
is
would fill all of this
obviously an
information in
internship
based
because
on
that's what it
this.
said.
So I'm doing.
However,
the
if it's
first
full time, you
revision
click full
that
time.
he
If it's part time,
requested.
you click part time. If it's
And
temporary, and so on and so forth.
Obviously, you can.
So usually for our
see if
internships,
you
what we
go
do is we
back
give a
into
stipend.
this one
The
that it
minimum
took more than a
stipend
10
to
minute
work
break.
is 16
but
hours.
because he logged that,
well,
you
well,
will
the
just
minimum
put
stipend is
that he did
250
10
hours if you work 16 hours
55
weekly.
AM.
So
and then it was a break.
What you will do
So, however,
is
let's say you were doing it on a day that it's
to
500,
he did
and then
not
this would be
create this
the
time clock revision. So
how
let's
the
say
patient
maybe it was
schedule
the second.
works.
So I will put per
you
month.
would need to make
We
sure
are currently looking
that you
for
click
the
one
second,
hire rather
or
than
leaving
you can
it
honestly
at
choose as
fourth,
many
which
hires
is
as
today.
we need,
And then you
but
just
currently
click
we
create.
just need one hire. So you click
And then after
continue,
you're done with that, you will see that
and then
it's
you would
time
go
clock
back
time
to the
clock
previous
now
page
looks
and
great.
So
Copy
obviously
and
you're
paste
done, so you would just click
everything
yes.
that you see
then voila,
from the previous
you're done.
description into this description. And then click continue. And then continue again. Usually, since for internships, I don't really, internships are for a learning experience and that's what we expect. However, there are certain intern positions where we don't really need experience. Preferably right now we aren't looking for anything for a graphic design intern, so this is just basically for the tutorial. We'll leave it as all of this. Usually I don't have any questions and I'll just put continue. So this is what the preview of the job would look like since I am almost done with it. As you can see, this is the description of it. This is the number of hires that we need. This is my email address, and obviously it will be in English. Once that you have confirmed that everything is correct, oh yeah, and I forgot to describe this. So obviously this is everything that we put in. So yeah, make sure it's correct before you click confirm. And usually we don't do sponsoring. It continuously asks me that. I just click post without sponsoring. And there you go, guys. In order to figure out your candidates and see the number of candidates you have, you can just click here. However, what I like to do is I just like to click the jobs and then go specifically into the number of candidates listed for that job. So for this one, it would be 67 candidates. And here are all my candidates for the assistant software developer. So there you go. That is how you repost a job onto Indeed.